Hey guys, now that we've sharpened our pencils, we're ready to learn how to freehand draw a female eye. These are the materials that we'll be using for today, and this is the eye that we'll be using as reference. If you haven't watched the tutorial on how to sharpen your graphite pencil, go ahead and do so now before we start our drawing. First, we're going to start by sketching out the shape of the eye. As you can see here, I'm sketching lightly just in case we want to erase some unwanted marks. I'm drawing in a back and forth motion to make sure that I don't get too ahead of myself and draw inaccurately. We want to make sure to draw her iris as shown and not make it fully viewable, since in the photo her eyelid covers the other half of her iris. For her eyelashes, we'll have to draw the strokes as if we're writing the letter V or U, as I'm doing here. For the bottom lashes, we want to make sure to draw the strokes following the shape of her bottom eyelid, so not straight, but curved. Now for the eyebrows, we're going to lightly mark them and pay attention to what direction the hair goes. For example, here we can see that her hair goes up and sideways, and up here they slant downwards. These are the graphite pencils that we'll be using today. We're starting off with 12B to redraw and darken her eyelashes. Now we're filling her iris. Make sure that you shade it in darkly, but don't apply too much pressure on your pencil. Here, I'm darkening her lower lashes with the 6B pencil. Now I'm dipping my dry brush into a little bit of charcoal and blending her iris. We will then continue to blend this way throughout the whole video. Here I'm darkening the edge of her waterline using the 4B pencil. Make sure you don't press too hard on the paper. So my phone didn't catch this part, but what I did was blend out the lines that we darkened with a dry brush like I'm doing here. Now we're blending the upper part of her lower lashes using charcoal like we did before. And now her lower lid crease. Here we're blending her lower part of her upper eyelid to give it that soft, realistic look. And we darken the crease and blend again. Now we redraw any eyelashes that got lost while blending. Now for this part, we're focusing more on details, so we'll be using the Mono eraser and Jelly Roll pen. We're going to be lightly erasing and then blending it back so the erased marks won't look as harsh. Here I'm just blending the edge of her iris to give it that soft blended look. Now I'm using the 6B pencil to darken her eyelashes a bit. Now I'm blending the darkened eyelashes. Let's erase as we did before, but remember to do it lightly. Here, it looks like I'm just erasing everything right off, but what I'm actually doing is lightly erasing to add little detailed lines to show her skin's details. Then we just blend it all together. When marking the glitter using the Jelly Roll pen, I like to dab my finger gently to pick up any unwanted excess. Also because I don't want the dots to show too harshly. What we're doing now is blending to create the shadow that's underneath the hair. Now we're using the 6B pencil to draw the eyebrow hairs as we did previously in the video. Now, let's repeat this process a few more times. Now after touching up the eye and adding a few extra details, your drawing should end up looking like this. I really hope that this tutorial has guided you on drawing an eye. Please feel free to leave a question in the comments.